So there's a guy by the name of Joseph von Medding. Forgive me, Joe, if I didn't pronounce that correctli. He's got a YouTube channel named 30Rev. That's T-H-I. What am I, dyslexic? I might actually be dyslexic. T-H-I-R-T-Y-R-E-V. And he made a fan video for Justice Democrats that's essentially like an ad for Justice Democrats, and it's pretty fucking badass. So I wanted to share it with you here. Take a look.
Well, I would like to see somebody who has the guts to begin to stand up to the people who own this country.
We're going to give America something they actually want. Change from the left.
This is a movement. It's not going away. It started with Occupy.
Change is difficult.
22% of America's children of all colors live in poverty in the richest nation in the history of the world.
We can live without oil. We can't live without water.
Our rivers are not going to be contaminated. They are contaminated.
Right now, global capitalism is failing on a massive scale.
Demand an end to all interventionist regime change wars.
My God, if we can send a man to the moon, we can educate our children.
Healthcare is a right of every citizen.
We stand with immigrants and Muslims and Black Lives Matter.
There was no way to vote against Goldman Sachs. There was no way to vote against more war. There was no way to vote against Big Pharma or those motherfuckers cracking heads in North Dakota.
We're going to take the corporate establishment Democrats and run them out of Washington.
And we are being tested about whether or not we have heart enough, strength enough, soul enough, humanity enough to stand up and to do what is right.
That's got me fired the fuck up, man. I'm ready to run a marathon after that. Well, actually, no. Relax. I'd pass out after like half a mile. So no marathon for me. But you know what I'm saying. That's a absolutely awesome ad. He does some great editing, and he knew the exact right kind of music to put in there and build it up right. And look, I mean, the idea behind Justice Democrats is simple. It's, how about we start a populist left movement that actually believes in and fights for liberal and progressive values? And we're going to stand up to Donald Trump and obstruct the shit out of him when he's doing something ridiculous, like appointing Jeff Sessions for Attorney General or ExxonMobil CEO for Secretary of State, or having a climate change denier who sued the EPA to lead the EPA, or Rick Perry for Energy Department, or Ben Carson for Housing and Urban Development. Obstruct, hell no. And also hold him accountable. If he said he doesn't want to cut Social Security or Medicare, okay, we're going to hold you to that. You say you don't want a nation build, we're going to hold you to that. Well, he's already gone back on that. And by the way, what are the corporate Democrats doing? They're talking non-stop about Russia. Their main talking point is Russia. Marsha. That's not going to land with a poor single mother in Arkansas trying to put food on the table and keep the lights on. That's not going to land with a grandma who's relying on her Social Security to get by in Toledo. This isn't going to land with regular people who are just working and trying to get by, and their premiums are too high for their health insurance. You're out there talking about Vladimir Putin, and you're concocting this web of fucking, implications and rationalizations and leaps of logic and assumptions, and you're hoping people will go, Trump is a total puppet of Vladimir Putin, and he's helping Russia more than Americans, so we're going to vote for the Democrats. Guys, that's a terrible strategy. You already tried the let's not talk about policy approach with Hillary Clinton. Only 25% of her ads focused on policy, and she lost. But the lesson the corporate Democrats took was, let's double down on that. Let's stack the anti-Trump war room at the DNC with Hillary staffers. The new one is the transition team. Almost all Hillary Clinton supporters. So you have all the same old, tired corporate establishment Democrats who are in these positions of power. You're doing the same tired, anti-Trump policies and strategies, I should say, that didn't work. Well, that's why you're going to keep losing, and you need us more than you know. Because our job is going to be to purge the party of your sellout asses and put us in charge. And guess what? We're going to represent the American people, that radical idea. 80% of the American people want to raise the minimum wage. We're going to raise the minimum wage, make it a living wage, and tie it to inflation. 55% of the American people want a single-payer healthcare system. We're going to push for a single-payer healthcare system. We're going to try to get it. And we're going to not take any shit from the Republicans. And again, no shit from the corporate Democrats because we're trying to get rid of the corporate Democrats. And eventually the Republicans, too. Did you know that FDR, for example, who on economics in many ways was one of the most progressive presidents we've ever had. New Deal, for example, he gave us. He kept winning re-election. It's because of him that we have term limits. The Republicans said, okay, we don't want that to happen again, where a guy just fucking keeps winning and doesn't stop winning, so let's come up with term limits. That's how popular social democracy is. Real progressive economic ideas are. I mean, the lessons are all there. Bernie Sanders is the number one most liked politician in the country right now, and the Democrats are working overtime to try to keep him on the sidelines. They try to use him as a mascot and say, yeah, do some cheerleading for the Democrats, and then, you step aside and we're going to keep doing our old corporate shitty policies. No. We're actually believing that philosophy. We're going to push for that philosophy, and we're going to win with that philosophy. We're tired of watching Democrats abandon working people. And it's time to say, enough. Justice Democrats taking no corporate money, no PAC money, no billionaire money. We're a movement of, by, and for working people, fighting for the things that the polls show you believe in, and in fact, the majority of the American people believe in. So, watching something like that, man, it gets you feeling good, gets you feeling ready to do even more work. And that's what it is too, by the way. It's a lot of work. So you guys got to get involved because you are this movement. And I've said it a million times, I'll say it a million more. You got to go to justicedemocrats.com, read the platform, see exactly what we're about, sign your name in support of the movement, run, donate, whatever it may be. Because we have to fight back against the corporate establishment and we have to win. There's no more sitting back and waiting for somebody else to come along and do it. We have to do it.